Hi, I'm Pam, and I am obsessed with the nervous system. Why? Because it was the thing that finally moved the needle on my healing, and that for many of my clients. Once we started implementing nervous system recovery skills and brain rewiring, my clients and I finally began our healing journey. We stopped the whack-a-mole approach. We stopped struggling with trying to figure out what we were doing wrong and finally saw relief. So, what is the nervous system? The nervous system is your survival response. It is how your brain and body react to perceived threats. It can go into fight, flight, freeze, or fawn. It decides for us on our behalf. So, it's subconscious. We're not thinking it. It does make the decisions for us. So, when we're out there in the wild, in the world, and there's a tiger in the woods and we see it, our body starts to activate the stress response to attend to survival. The stress response takes all of our blood flow and takes everything we need, puts it into the big muscles so that we can either run or fight, and it begins to activate things on our own. So let's say we've got a tiger. All of a sudden, we're eating grass. Pretend I'm a deer. I'm eating grass, and I'm looking around, and I'm just hanging out eating grass, and all of a sudden there's a rustle in the tall grass in the corner, and I'm like, oh, rustle in the bushes. I look over there and I see a rustle. My nervous system is already making a decision. It looked at the perceived threat, or the potential threat, I should say, made a decision. Rustling leaves, we're not quite sure. We've upped the stress response a little bit. Go back to eating, stress response is a little bit activated, more noise and rustling. We look and we see the face of a tiger. The nervous system kicks up the next notch and puts things into the next space of preparing us to fight or flight, to actually be ready to go. Now, there's a movement that our brain sees, hears, experiences, notices, feels, spidey sense tingles. We're off. We run, right? Or we turn around and fight. So, in this instinct, we don't actually have a choice in what we do. My brain would decide for me. So in this instance, we have about a 4-minute window about what's normal for us to run or fight to get away from this perceived threat in order to survive it. Then we come back down into what's called the rest and repair, rest and digest mode. We come out of it, our nervous system comes back down, our adrenals stop pumping, and we can go back to eating grass or living life. That's the normal cycle. Well, today we're in the cycle all day long. You get on your phone the minute you wake up. You stay on it until the minute you go to bed. You watch the news, listen to the news. That's enough right there. So many things going on in life, work schedules, family, this, that, and the other. It's go, 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 go. And this new badge of honor, well, not new, I've heard it for a long time. How are you? I'm so busy, right? We are really busy, but we wear it like a badge of honor. Like if not being busy would be a bad thing. Total other post about that. Anyhow, so we are not programmed to stay in the stress response 24/7, 7 days a week, years at a time. When we do, there's a downstream effect of what this begins to do. It starts affecting us on an epigenetic level, which means our genes, if we've got naughty guys in there that have a predisposition doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just a vulnerability. That flip will switch on into the little problematic thing under the right circumstances. Those circumstances are stress of some kind. So when stress is on, things begin to shift and that vulnerability gets expressed, meaning whatever the predisposition is, there's a chance that it will kick in. Stress is the switch that flips that on. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do? We're not wired to be in the stress response for that long. So what's happening is our gut lining's getting catabolized. Our adrenals are being prioritized, so our hormones are struggling. Our brain fog is because our brain is deprioritized. The frontal lobe isn't going to think our way out of it. We have to just react. So that gets quieted. That's brain fog. So there's a lot that happens. Now, over time, disease begins to show. So fatigue, irritability, not feeling refreshed after sleep, not sleeping. These are all messages that your body has that says something is off balance. We'd like to get to that before it ever gets to, hello, you have an autoimmune disorder or some other diagnosis. The idea of that is to work with your nervous system and your cells before you ever get there. Or if you're there, we need to do the same thing to bring you back to homeostasis. Your body is brilliant. It is designed to heal. It is a self-healing machine, but it needs to have the right things in place in order to do that. So if you're feeling crummy, it's probably because there's something stuck. And there's two things that can be stuck: your nervous system or something with your cellular health. These are the two main focuses. So get these going the right way, at the right time, in the right order, and your system approach will make the difference. Hope that helps. See you again soon.